My current living situation, I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment. My mom lives in like a walk-in closet attached to the living room so she can save up money to get her own place.
Apartment about 3 years. When we went to come and look, I opened a door and I said, oh, this is my place right here. The person temporary. A little bit longer than temporary, but it's working out. It's going to be okay.
There's not a lot of space. And it's only going to get more difficult because in a few days, the love of my life, Annalie, is going to be moving in with us.
What's going on, people? We are back again with another MovingMAD video. So this one's all about Clayton and Annalie and his mother. Yeah. I mean, listen, so let me get this straight. So his mom, so he got a place as a 1-bed, but his mom liked the closet, so she moved in until she could save money for herself. 3 years later, she's still there. And then 3 years later, he's now got a woman who's going to be flying in to live with them both. Sometimes you just wish yourself, can't life just be simple? Can't life just make sense? How does this make sense to him? Like, and when I say that, what I mean is his mom knows full on well that his girl is not going to be happy with this arrangement. Why? Because his mom is a woman. She knows how women work. But that's how you know that the mother, she's here to sabotage the whole thing because she has no intentions of leaving. And she knows that if Annalie starts to put up a fuss, then the son may actually have to force her out. So therefore, mom is definitely going to be looking to make things rather uncomfortable for Annalie, if you ask me personally. And plus, at the same time, Clayton did say that if she doesn't get along with my mom, that may just be a problem. But it's crazy though, because that's just such a dangerous statement to say, because the people who say that, what you have to put into place is, what if your mom is the problem? What if your mom is the reason why you're single? What if your mom, each time you bring someone around, she's difficult on purpose and makes sure that person behaves in a way that makes you feel like maybe that person isn't for you? Because really and truly, your mom is there just to sabotage your relationships for her own greater good. We've got to be careful about those kind of mums. Those mums will exist a lot around the world. You see what I'm saying? And probably fathers as well. But hey, Clayton thinks that this is going to be a good idea, bringing her in to live with him, his mum. And also, let's not forget, his mum, in case you don't know, is also a hoarder. Well, Clayton says that she's not too much of a hoarder, but we've seen the house. She is a hoarder. So that means his girl Annalie is flying in to a house where his mum lives in the closet, right, okay, with her lovely animals. But also on top of that, the house isn't really tidy because the mum literally abuses the house with her hoarding abilities. But did I say abilities? It's not an ability. But you know what I mean. You couldn't write this nonsense.
So this whole entire time, her dad doesn't even know I exist. Like, who am I? Oh yeah. She talks to him. He calls her like an abnormal amount of times per day. Like he will call her literally like 20 times per day. So they're past relationships dealing with that. You know, I don't want to relive that. And I don't want to work up insecurities that I may have overcome. And now that Annalie's not proud of our relationship, you know, maybe she's not proud to show me off. You know, I don't know what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, as I give you this side eye. When he first said that, this is what I thought. I genuinely thought this, okay, and this is what I said on Patreon, right? Why do I feel like her dad is a sugar daddy? The second that he said that he calls her an abnormal amount of times, and she's super close to him, which, listen, can definitely happen, you know what I mean, okay? I was like, maybe he's a sugar daddy, or two, maybe it's just multiple guys that she's got going on because she's running some kind of a scam. I mean, literally, that was just the first thought that I had. I'm not saying it's the correct one, but it just sounded freaking booky, man. Like, I was like, what? I really want to know what you thought when you first heard him talk about that specific scene right there, because honestly, my mind is still trying to unpack the situation with Annalie and her dad. But also, he talks about his own insecurities. He talks about being treated like that in the past. Why would you put yourself in a position to be with somebody who basically behaves similar to someone else you've had before in the past? That is called a red flag. That is called an ick. That is called a deal breaker. But hey, man, people that sit home all day gaming and have their mum in the closet, I guess, be desperate for anyone to come in their life. And they'll accept anything and everything. But we continue.
Pretty much lying the whole time. Like, anytime me and her had been together in, like, not her hometown, like, say we're in the capital Lima in Peru, she was down there for, like, work. Her dad is just really protective, and he can be intense, That's pretty much what she's told me is the reasoning. She really told her dad about our relationship. I'm not 100% certain that he would try to convince her not to come here, but I'm certain enough that I would not want to risk that.
And bingo, we have the real reason why he has not walked away, and the real reason why he's not that bothered about the daddy not knowing, because he doesn't want anything to ruin his connection with his girl, Annalie, his future wife. Oh, isn't that just adorable, huh? Or isn't it just freaking pathetic? Like, yo, seriously, if you know that she is your person, right? How can I put this? All I know is this. You cannot continue a relationship with somebody knowing that daddy doesn't know about you. And also on top of that, being afraid that if daddy did know about you, he would try and break you up. Because then you don't really have a relation then, do you? It means you're always gonna have an issue moving forward. 1,000%. And let's be real, in some families, okay, some cultures, it's important to get the father's approval. It's important to get to know the father so he can accept you and like you, do you see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that creates a healthy environment moving forward for whenever you are around him for, whether it be Christmas or whatever it could be. So his whole approach to the situation is outrageous. It's risky. I think risky is probably the main part of it. Let me know what you would do in that situation. But this bit here is definitely the bit that got me even more interested.
Sometimes the thought of her like so easily lying to her family for years kind of makes me wonder, would she lie to me for years? What would she lie about? I don't really want to fill my mind with these negative thoughts.
So in a nutshell, he doesn't really care about any of the red flags. He just wants to be with her because he wants someone to be with him. It's just that simple. He's more than happy to go through a complete utter madness for somebody who he doesn't even have any clarity about, because one, that she lies, so therefore he knows that she's probably lied to him multiple times, but he's going to ignore that because he just wants to have someone in his life. All right, cool. Two, he's never met the dad. The dad doesn't really know about him, so he's not really going to care about it because he doesn't want to lose her. Okay, cool. So everything about this relationship does not scream unhealthy to him. Desperate people do stupid things. And this is exactly what Clayton is, a desperate person doing stupid things. This will come and bite him in the ass. And when it does, it's going to sting. Sting real bad. If he thinks that what he's been through in the past has been bad, what he's put himself through now is going to be a whole lot worse. Because if her dad turns out to be a psychopath, it's not looking good for you. If her dad turns out to be a sugar daddy, it's not looking good to you. If her dad turns out to be a bare other guys that she had on the go, it's not looking good for you. Point being is, find out about the daddy and make sure that you're able to meet him and have a conversation, even if it's of course over FaceTime, whatever. You need to make sure that this guy is legit, and you need to make sure if he is legit that he likes you, or at least introduce yourself. If he doesn't like it, it's fine. Still go about your business being with the door anyway. It's up to you, you know what I'm saying? But at least you have clarity and everything's out in the open, and therefore you ain't got to worry about what she may have been lying about. But then when it comes to the lies now, that's another situation, because how are you going to get the truth out of somebody that's been lying to you and somebody that you know is a liar? So therefore, even if you go past the first stage of the daddy situation, the lying part is still the part that tells you, you know what, I need to bounce, because boy, if I stay in this any longer, I'm going to be crushed. But hey man, desperate people be ignoring all the signs because they're desperate people. How sad. Hey, you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.